click start recording so that we'll actually be able to get this one up on YouTube without me fucking up and pressing that at the wrong time. So yeah, we got VindicareX versus Jesulin. I know that's not how you say Jesulin, and I don't care. And we're going to get this one going right now. Boom! So, this is game one of the semifinals? Yes, semifinals. So, VindicareX versus Jesulin. And I'm going to try to rack my brain and think of who they had to play to get here. And I think before this, it was... Oh my god, I totally can't remember. Somebody look at the brackets and post that up in the chat. And I'll try to think of something else interesting to say for the first couple minutes of this match. But, yeah, one thing I don't like about watching tournament games so much is you see the same maps over and over and over and over again. Yesterday, when I was casting, it was just Longraskaya for hours straight. I mean, I like Longraskaya and I like Samoski, but man, it does get a little tiresome. But it is really interesting to see how the different players choose to work the maps. I mean, I was really looking forward to watching that last game because I wanted to see how Cruz plays US on that. Jesulin going straight for knocking this house down, and oh man, people have been complaining about truck pushing, buildings getting knocked down by trucks. I happen to think it's a totally legitimate strategy, but something reasonable people can disagree about. Just watch the demolition crew as it works over here, taking that down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And at the same time, 3 conscripts from Vindicare coming on out of his base, and no commander pick yet for either player, which I think is wise. I mean, most of the commanders don't have anything particularly great until you're at 2 CPs if you're playing as Soviets. And what does Vindicare have anyway? Mechanized support, guard motor coordination, shock rifle frontline tactics, so very vanilla, very strong. And I'm sure we can all recognize the colorful faces on Jesulin's loadout. Hopefully the sound is all good. I didn't do a pre-game check, but the settings are identical to what I was using yesterday, and that all seemed to work quite well. And Vindicare is getting himself a new set of combat engineers, which makes me think that he's maybe just going to have them run around the back and laying mines, or maybe he's going to upgrade flamethrowers on them. That said, he doesn't have a munitions point under his control yet. So a lot of long-range guys avoiding each other so far this match. And looks like he's not even going to try to take his munitions point at all. He's going to go push straight up towards Jesulin's territory and take the church for himself. So we'll get to see a little bit of the good old company of houses right here in the center of the map. While I take a swig of my coffee. If I suddenly go silent, that's probably why. Battle group headquarters setting up behind the destroyed building, and I wonder if Jesulin is going to purchase an early forward retreat point just to maintain map control at the cost of a little bit of manpower. All right, bye-bye combat engineers. Nice move right there by Vindicare to vault over the fence and then retreat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can queue up that order without it bugging out too much and accidentally either not retreating while you're looking away or retreating prematurely. Jesulin putting down wire on the bridge, and we got an M3 building for Vindicare. So, man, Jesulin's going with a really small army, which is the kind of thing that I usually see Vindicare do, go with really, really small number of units, but get a whole lot of work out of them. And Jesulin's now going for a 4th Volksgrenadier squad. So the house has been flanked, and these Volksgrenadiers are going to get out before they take too many casualties. Ooh, they lose 1 more man, and they're just going to walk back over to their battle group headquarters and continue the fight from there. Conscripts take the top and see if he's going to go try to decap the fuel. Jesulin's got 60 fuel, so if he wants to go for tier 4, he's only about a minute away from getting that. Although if Vindicare does take the fuel, he could potentially slow that down a little bit. I can see Vindicare starting to decap the south. I would think actually it would be better to take this point right here that I'm pointing out with my cursor, because that will immediately cut off Jesulin from the high munitions point, which is really, really important to do against OKW, because you don't want them getting the almighty Shrek blob. And Flamer car comes up. But with all of these squads and covering, he may actually be able to focus it down, but we see an early casualty there, and Jesulin's going to have to fight pretty hard to hold on to his cutoff with this thing around. So we do have a commander pick from Vindicare. He's gone for T-34-85s and guards. Ugh. Those conscripts are not faring well. Oh no, they're getting hung up on a corpse. They just really want to help that guy. They've got so much sympathy. And there they go. They've given up on him. He's already dead. Vindicare's starting to put down a couple of mines, and I can hear the repairs going in on the M3. And the 120mm mortar is starting to come up into the map, and we can see Jesulin has gotten his first Panzer Shrek. At the same time, we can also see that Jesulin's gotten himself well, he's picked a commander. He's gone for Luftwaffe. Is that actually what that's called? Yeah, Luftwaffe ground forces. I always just want to call it airborne because I have difficulty saying Luftwaffe and Fallschirmjäger properly. Conscripts continuing to stall in this house, but they're so low health, they're really going to need to fall back. But the more interesting fight will be the chase between the car down here and the flamers whenever they get out to do something. Here the mortar beginning to fall, lands harmlessly on the destroyed house, and that conscript's going back to base. You can see that Jesulin, Vindicare, is laying more mines along the north road. And this wire is going to be tricky. It's going to really restrict the access that Vindicare has on the map until he can get something big enough to crush or destroy that. Wow, so I see 1, 2, 3 mines on the road. So Vindicare really, really wants to hold on to prevent any kind of flank. And oh, we got the Schwerpanzer headquarters starting to go up. And let's see if the mortar is... if the mortar had been a little bit further in this direction, you could have been able to barrage this. But without line of sight, I'm not sure how useful that would have been. And I'm not actually sure that Vindicare noticed... Okay, so we definitely did see that going up. Jesus Christ, there's so many mines over here. That's 120 munitions worth of mines that I can see in just one screen. Oh, not sure why these conscripts jumped over the wall. That was probably a misclick. Mortar does a bunch of damage to the house, and those Volksgrenadiers are gonna jog on back over to the battle group headquarters. The sweeper's up for Jesulin. That's good, but he'll need to get all the way over here before he can even detect there's any mines. He's probably more worried about mines in front of the church or along this stretch of road. So you can see that Jesulin is reconnecting his munitions point that the Flamer combat engineers have disconnected. And this house is holding up surprisingly well. I'm pretty sure the conscripts still get cover despite the wall being totally gone over here. And the fuel point is now about to go down once again for Jesulin. Close range, these conscripts are going to need to pull out once again. Oh, they take a casualty on their way out the door, and... oh, that's nice. These conscripts could actually go down to the Fallschirmjäger, but it looks like they're working on the 120mm mortar. It's packing up. It can still retreat with just one man, but I think it is actually going to get killed. They're reloading. They started shooting out of the wrong side of the house for a moment, and they do finish off the mortar, and that's bad for Vindicare. He's getting himself an AT gun right now, perhaps fearing a Luke's rush. But man, that was a great use of these these Fallschirmjäger. Let's see how many kills they've got. They've already got 6 kills, almost halfway up to Vet 1, and now they'll be able to occupy the church. We're going to see the flamethrower shooting out from here onto the church. I'm not actually sure it can. It used to be able to in the first Company of Heroes. The flamethrower could shoot directly onto the church from that building on the COH1 version of this map. Take that, you fucking well. No one gets to drink anymore. And Vindicare's scout car is rolling around up on the top of the map, trying to decap some territory, and something just popped out for Jesulin. I guess it's just his new supply truck. Yep. Jesulin's taking back his fuel point, but not really sure how much more fuel he's gonna need necessarily. He's got a strong hold on the munitions, so he can afford to keep putting Panzerschrecks onto his Volksgrenadiers, and he can get himself a Raketenwerfer whenever he wants to. And ooh, one of those mines went off and killed a whole bunch of Volksgrenadiers. And now Vindicare is in danger of losing his cutoff as Jesulin makes an aggressive push for it, as opposed to like a, you know, passive or friendly push. Oh, god damn! Bye-bye, Fallschirmjäger. So the 120mm mortar has perhaps paid for itself. Oh, friendly fire though nearly takes out the building. New flamethrowers are out from from Vindicare, and the Shreks are moving up, and Vindicare's managed to hold on to his cutoff. So it looks like Vindicare is trying to hold out for T-34-85s, and he's just going Tier 1, Tier 2 actually, in order to do that. And that guy got pushed around by the M3. And we'll see if Vindicare looks like he's going to go try to harass these Volksgrenadiers who are not in territory, so they can't upgrade, and he doesn't have enough munitions to upgrade them to a Panzerschreck anyway. But we can see there's another squad racing up to try to rescue them. But if this squad retreats, they could be, well, they could be dead. Ooh, nasty hit from the Panzerschreck. And is Vindicare going to lead this here? Okay, he jumps out just in time. Shrek actually misses. Oh, and I want to look at the fight in the center at the same time. M3 still in a bit of trouble. He probably should have just popped overdrive to get that out of there. But with the Lukes on the field, he's going to have really diminishing returns at that. AT gun is... Oh, Flamers die, defending the territory point up there. More Flamers just get Vet 3 as they burn up some more dudes. They jump into the house as the conscripts cycle out, and the AT gun is sitting on the bridge. Okay. Well, I guess he's not too worried about the Lukes. There's no mines in this area to slow down the Lukes if it comes through, and no mines covering the road as well. So it's really just the road out to the cutoffs, the minor cutoff that Vindicare actually has blocked off. So this Lukes is free to move around in the center. Okay, Vindicare does have AT grenades, and he's not far off from being able to. Woo! I don't see any numbers, so I guess nobody was in that house. Oh no, AT gun set up in the wrong direction. It rotates, and Jesulin will certainly manage to back out of there before he loses the beautiful Lukes. God, I love the WFA skins. So that mortar wiped that one squad of oh no! Oh god, that was like a full health Grenadier squad. They go down to a single mine. There's some money mines right there. So that was a neat little move. I wonder if that actually will end up trapping the mortar in that spot. The mortar's getting suppressed, and looks like we'll probably see a conscript squad die. They do die, and the mortar will probably get killed here as well. It's starting to retreat. Can it actually do it though, or is it stuck behind those sandbags? Okay, so it can get out. Oh, after it packs up and moves, one more shot falls down and kills three guys off of the machine guns. The minesweepers moved over from Jesulin. They're starting to repair the Lukes. He detected this mine. I don't know if he actually knows that he detected it. A player of his caliber, he probably does. It's conscripts, or combat engineers, where's the panel? So that's the wall that still needs to be hit before that house will go down. And Jesulin backing on over to his battle group headquarters. So I don't know that I've actually seen Jesulin do anything but soft retreat this game. He's been really good about just walking back and getting out of danger. That said, there haven't been any. Oh no! Don't put those mines down. Hasn't been a maxim or something that could reduce the effectiveness of his squads due to suppression, force him to retreat. Flamer's got to go back home. The mortar is back up on the map, set up and firing once again. Jesulin swept the mine that had not been tripped by, Volk's Grenadiers jumping on top of it. And these conscripts holding out pretty well, but the Luke's is going to come put an end to that. And they're going to need to go. See that Jesulin's good to keep it backed away a little bit. I mean, it's possible that the conscripts could jump out, throw an AT grenade, and then retreat just to ensure a safe. Whoa! Safe trip back. Oh no! There was still one mine remaining. Luke's gets hit by the AT gun, backs over the mine, and looks like he's not going to have to worry about that thing getting destroyed as the Stern Pioneers closed in to clear out the AT gun. Flamers chase off the Stern Pioneers, although their duty is done. Now they just need to get back up and start fixing up these Lukes. Let's see if the Flamers can inflict any more casualties. They're gonna need to retreat. One of these guys is gonna need to retreat, and Jesulin is the one who calls chicken first. I didn't even have time to say demo charge, and boom, down it goes. Oh man, conscripts in real danger of going down, but looks like they'll probably make it out. And we have the T-34-85s on the field. Now, what does Jesulin have to respond to that? Got his Shreks, 3 squads of them, he's got himself a Raketenwerfer. And other than that, not a whole lot. Looks like the T-34-85 is going in to try to get a squish. Does manage to run over one dude. Another one gets gunned down by the main gun of the T-34-85, but as it's reinforcing, these guys, as soon as one of them gets killed, another one pops out of the truck. And it looks like, yeah, we've got a bit of a base rush going on, base inspection from Vindicare's T-34-85, but he needs to get that out of there. That thing does take a lot of damage from the base emplacements, and there's a Raketenwerfer there. I'm not able to look at that because I want to look at the fight over here in the. I want to look at the fight over in the center. Oh, Grenadier squad gets annihilated by the T-34-85, and it's going to back on up to its lines, and we see Vindicare's putting down more mines. So now I'm tempted to say that Vindicare's got the superior army. That Jesulin's probably saving up to get himself a Panther, and Vindicare's going to have to make some nice use of marked target and get really ballsy with his T-34-85s to be able to kill a Panther if that comes out. Ooh, huge hit from the 120mm mortar, but Jesulin just backs on back to his battle group headquarters. The 120mm mortar hits really hard, but it fires quite slowly, so you can back away from it pretty safely. Oh, another Grenadier squad dies, and Jesulin's down to his two Volks Grenadiers, squad of sweepers, a Raketenwerfer, and I think now might be a good time for Vindicare to actually try to push up and destroy the Schwer Panzer headquarters. He may not realize how weak Jesulin's army is right now. I'd say if you were to push up on that now, he could potentially destroy it before a Panther gets built, and then he's gonna, well, have Jesulin by the balls. Oh man, lots of damage going in, however, on this one T-34-85. It's gonna need to back away. And the other one is in really bad shape as well. Oh, come on, please, get it out of here. Oh. Jesus. Oh. Jesulin just a couple of fuel away from getting his getting the Panther if that's what he decides to go with. And Vindicare is making a good call by getting himself another squad of combat engineers. Oh, Rakettenwerfer is cleared by the mortar. How many kills does that thing have? 23 kills. That's after having already been cleared once. And these flamers need to retreat now and hope they get a lucky retreat path. Juicy mortar. So at vet 2, well at vet 1 it's able to use precision strike, and it looks like that's what he's using right now, probably on these Volksgrenadiers. So he may have been putting it down where he knew the... Oh, yeah, it was on the Volks. I thought he might have been trying to drop it on the Rakettenwerfer, hoping to wipe a recruit squad. And Jesulin is repairing his battle group headquarters as his squads heal up and reinforce. Nice to see. He hit that, and he must have had visibility on it somehow. Conscript's going up to take down the fuel, but Jesulin's already got enough fuel to get his Panther, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge unless Vindicare can make an attack like right now and do a whole bunch of manpower damage to Vindicare's army. He needs to get rid of, like, destroy this Rakettenwerfer. He needs to wipe another Volksgrenadier squad if he can. And just make it so that he doesn't have to... Okay, that's great. Rakettenwerfer cleared from the front. Oh, man. It seems like I'm pretty blatantly favoring Vindicare to win this. But I don't care. I like Vindicare. And looks like... Oh! Vindicare's actually going to go and try to steal the Rakettenwerfer, and he's easily going to be able to claim this for himself. Jesulin's manpower is really, really low. I believe he's reinforcing one of his squads. He got himself a new squad of Volksgrenadiers, which, you know, definitely a good choice since he can easily afford to put another set of Panzerschrecks on them, and they're going to allow him to be safe with his. Oh, nice! I was thinking he could use some Fallschirmjägers, and here comes airborne assault. It chases off the combat engineers that were about to go in and lay in some repairs, and hopefully Vindicare will have his AT guns set up in a position where they can slow down this Panther. Oh no, the Panther's heading straight for a mine! Jesulin thinks better and starts pulling back. He's also getting shot by a few AT guns, and these Fallschirmjägers are going to be good for killing the clearing out AT guns and doing damage to these squishy combat engineer squads. Whoa! They get 2 quick kills from a flame burst, and now the T-34-85 is going in to try to get a kill. Oh! Finishes off the squad, and man, they that's pretty... Whoa! Plane crashes into the mortar! Takes out the house, and that mortar needs to get the fuck back to base and get some more mans on him. Oh, damn! That was that was a nice break for Jesulin. Could have gone even better for him and landed on one of the T-30-45s, but Vindicare spent a whole lot of his munitions, and you see the Shreks starting to come up. Mortar gets cleared, and oh no, T-30-45 is getting attacked by the Shrek blob. Needs to pull back. Vindicare might want to consider getting himself a Maxim, actually. He's clearly saving up for another set of T-30-45s. AT guns pointing the wrong way. Rakettenwerfer also not pointing towards the... Ooh, not pointing towards the Panther. And that Panther made a nice little push right there to clear out the... clear out one of the T-30-45s. Vindicare is just about less than a minute or so away from being able to get himself another set of T-30-45s. Huge grenade kills all 5 members of the Rakettenwerfer and nearly destroys the gun. And now Stern Pioneers are pushing in as well. And this AT gun could be in a bit of trouble, but he really needs that thing to stay alive. Rakettenwerfer recruit. What's happening up at the top? Whoa, conscripts easily chase off him. Wow, nearly killed this this Volksgrenadier squad. Jesulin's getting himself another squad of Volksgrenadiers, and once again, I don't know if Vindicare realizes how strong of a position he's in. Whoa, double Shreks on those Vet 5 Volksgrenadiers. That is scary for T-30-45s. Man, Vindicare maybe should have just pulled these tanks all the way back to his base. Could see some ridiculous wipe right here as all these guys jump into the optimal squad wipe position. And Vindicare's moving back up into the map. Oh! Run, you folks, Grenadiers, run! Oh no, they dropped a Shrek. Does Vindicare see it? It's kind of hard to see in the level geometry. But these conscripts could pick that up and be a real menace to this Panther. Looks like they're going to try to chuck an AT grenade. There it goes, bounces harmlessly off the front armor. The Vet 3 conscript squad has picked up the Panzer Shrek. Where new T-3485s? Why haven't they arrived on the battlefield yet? Okay, here they are, available, and Vindicare is able to make a push right now. Click, 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 do it! Okay, here they come. Whew. Battle group headquarters in bad shape. And let's see where this goes. Woo! So, I think Jesulin is in a bit too weak of a position right now to hold off the these T-3485s. He has no vetted Volksgrenadiers anymore. He has no Panzer Shreks. The only piece of AT he has is this Panther, and it is about to go down even before the T-3485s get up into position. I don't think he has any mines down. We could even see an annihilation win right here. Oh man. So, good game, well played by Jesulin. And that's the end of the match. That was well played by Vindicare. But one thing very, very important to note, this is a tournament game, and Jesulin had dominant control of the VPs throughout the entire thing. He only got ticked down to 413, while Vindicare was drained down to 274. So keep those numbers in your head. If this goes to an ace game, that means that that Jesulin will probably get faction pick. I mean, these games are already played, and I think we all know what the results were. I think we can probably find out what the results were by looking at the brackets. Anyway, I'm going to cut to some music, and we're going to have the next game in just a moment.